So the stats for the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board were just released for the month of December, and I'm going to touch on those and kind of briefly go over where we stand as far as the real estate market goes, touch on kind of how 2022 shaped up, and then also go into where I'm seeing the opportunities for the sellers and buyers in this particular market. Before I do so, I'm Dave with the Dave Masson Real Estate Group. Thank you for watching my video. I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy this content, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to book an appointment, you can do so from the link above. Now, the stats were released for the month of December, and what did they tell us? Well, they told us it was a slow month. Yeah, you might be saying, isn't December traditionally slow? And you're right, it is. However, this was the slowest December in the last 10 years, and there are contributing factors to that. But the two biggest contributing factors I feel played a role into that were, well, one, we saw an increase of inventory over 100% in comparison to last December. That's a significant increase. And then also, we don't have a lot of buyer confidence in the market right now. Obviously, previous interest rate hikes and the one possibly on the horizon at the end of this month are playing roles into that. Having a lot of buyers do the wait and see approach, which is obviously normal. It's an emotional process. So when you combine those two factors, obviously we are going to see a slower month than we are used to, regardless if it's December or the peak in the spring. Now, as far as prices ended up, well, the benchmark price for a detached home ended at $1.37 million. A townhouse came in at $787,000, and an apartment was at $504,000. Those numbers are obviously down from the peak of the market in March, which is obviously creating opportunities for people who are looking to buy and invest. So as far as the year went, what did it show us? Well, it showed us first, we cannot predict the market, even in the best of times. Obviously, 2022 started out very strong. We were riding off record-setting prices in December 2021, and that continued till about March when we heard about the first interest rate hike. And then we came down to planet Earth. As far as the sales numbers go, we saw about half of what we did last year. We finished with over 15,000 this year in regards to sales, just over, and last year was closer to 30. So pretty much we sliced that number in half, which is almost coming to like a complete halt for what it felt for a lot of people. And as far as values, well, they were down significantly as well. The peak in the market, the detached price has fallen by around $400,000. So that shows you that we've seen a dramatic shift in the market in 2022. We were riding high, and then we felt like the brakes came on and it was just a sudden stop. However, it is not all doom and gloom. There are still opportunities that present themselves for not only buyers in this market, but sellers as well. You might be asking yourself, well, where are the opportunities for sellers? Let me get into that. As a seller, if you've owned your home for 3, 5+ years, chances are you are still sitting on a healthy amount of equity that you can use to either move up, if that was in your plans, because the opportunities have not presented themselves so strongly in years that I can remember, or you can use that equity to buy an investment. And with that investment, because prices have come down such at a significant amount, there is a good chance that you could at least break even or cash flow, depending on what area that you look into. So yes, as a seller, there are opportunities. Now, as far as the buyer side of things, there's obviously a lot of inventory. So with more inventory, you have a higher selection. You're not in multiple offers anymore. You can do your due diligence. And yes, borrowing rates are up, but like I've touched on in previous videos, the cost of acquiring that asset is down. So chances are your numbers may run the same, and you're going to get more house, and you might get into an area that you weren't able to get in at the beginning of 2022. So there are the opportunities as a buyer. Obviously, you still need to talk to your mortgage broker, but run the numbers, and chances are, like I said, they're probably going to be in and around the same as what you were looking at the beginning of the year, but you're probably getting more house. So if you're wanting to do that, feel free to reach out. We will give you either an evaluation on your current property, let you know how much equity you have, where you sit, and if you can use that opportunity to move up in this market or invest, or as a buyer, we can help you run those numbers and pick the areas out that suit you best. Once again, thank you for watching my video. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, always reach out. Take care and stay safe.